So you have studied Ayurvedic medicine and these years take a major part of your life. Once you become a doctor, you are committed to healing. And to be a great healer, learning has to become a never-ending pursuit in your life. So doctor, what are you doing to continue this learning?
A very warm welcome to all the doctors, students and practitioners for this Acharya Rasayana.
Learning experience for everybody, even for me also, isn't it? So there is no end for learning. So that's what actually I believe.
Today's subject we are given is psoriasis.
Clinical dermatology.
If you use Vamana on yourself first, then you will believe that it will help.
Spending few hours with a scholar is equivalent to months of time spent reading books. In the name of Acharya Rasayanam, we are bringing excellent minds on Ayurveda with rich expertise in clinical practice. The purpose of this initiative is to guide and uplift the confidence and clinical expertise of every Vaidya. There is a saying, if you cannot be a king, the next best thing is to become a healer, because you are changing people's life, and that is the power of a Vaidya. Acharya Rasayanam is an Ayurvedic practitioners only CME program initiated by Sitaram Ayurveda's 100th year celebration through Sitaram Research Foundation. Sitaram started its healing journey in the year of 1921. Being a pioneer in Ayurveda, Sitaram extends the healing powers through a state-of-art GMP certified manufacturing plant, government approved R&D laboratory, super specialty Ayurveda hospital, and an NABH accredited Panchakarma retreat. By attending Acharya Rasayanam, you will get the opportunity to get valuable insights on clinical practices, various methods and techniques prevalent in the Ayurvedic medical fraternity from the best scholars. You will be receiving the show notes, certificates, webinar recordings, and the latest updates on your email and WhatsApp. To receive latest updates and newsletters, please send a text to 89434 41881. For more details, log on to our website www.sitaramayurveda.com. Acharya Rasayanam. Great practitioners invest in learning.
Good evening, everybody. A warm welcome to all the doctors and the students who are participating in this 57th episode of Acharya Rasayanam. Acharya Rasayanam is an endeavor for improving or enhancing the wisdom of doctors and taking the practice to the next level. And Acharya Rasayanam is a part of the 100th year celebration of Sitaram Ayurveda Group. Today's topic is application of Rasaushadhis in clinical management of respiratory disorders. And today we are having one of the best exponents of Rasaushadhis and its manufacture from Kerala, Dr. Shashikumar Nechil. He is the chief physician and director of Siddheshwara Ayurveda Pharmacy at Palakkad in Kerala. And he is one of the pioneers in massive manufacture of Rasaushadhis in Kerala. As you all know, Kerala is more famous for herbal preparations rather than the Rasaushadhis. So Dr. Shashikumar Nechil is one of the person who has taken a different path, and he started manufacturing Rasaushadhis at Palakkad in Kerala before many decades. And in the webinar, he'll be discussing about the role of Rasaushadhis according to the avastha of the patient. There will be case discussions upon respiratory issues, differential application of different yogas, clinical pearls, and red flag signs for the physician. And today's moderator will be Dr. Rahul R. Nair, Associate Professor of Roganidhanam, Ashtangam, Ayurveda Vidyapeetham Medical College, Palakkad, Kerala. So I first of all welcome our respected Managing Director of Sitaram Ayurveda, Dr. D. Ramanathan, to this program. He'll be presiding this program webinar. And I am also welcoming Dr. Shashikumar Nechil, who is the speaker for today. Welcome to you, sir. I welcome Dr. Rahul R. Nair to this webinar as the moderator. And welcome to all the participants, doctors as well as students. We hope that today we will be able to gain much knowledge about the Rasaushadhi's application in the clinical management of respiratory disorders. Before handing over the mic to Dr. Rahul, I wish you a very happy new year 2022 on behalf of myself as well as Sitaram Ayurveda. Over to Dr. Rahul R. Nair. Thank you.
Respected chair of session, Dr. Ramanathan sir. Today's esteemed speaker, Professor Dr. Shashikumar Nechil sir, General Manager of Sitaram, Dr. Ragesh Chiran sir, all the esteemed delegates who have assembled here in this evening. Today we have got a talk which is which I think is very important in the current era. When we are battling with a pandemic, here in south of Kerala, sitting here, I have got a lot of opportunities to interact with the physicians out there in the north of India who had battled this disease, even in the emergency rooms by using the Rasaushadhis. And also we have got a speaker who is none other than the metal man of Kerala. But we Ayurveda doctors of Kerala describe Professor Shashikumar Nechil sir as the man who brought the metallic medicines to the land of Kerala after his post-graduation from Gujarat Ayurveda University. And I still remember that in our days, and also currently also, the internship in many different Ayurveda colleges in Kerala was not complete without having an observership at his factory as well as his clinic. Standing there, I also got so much inspired that there are a different array of possibilities remaining to be explored always. Whenever we went to his house as well as his clinic, his factory, we could see that Professor Shashikumar Nechil sir used to talk to us immensely about the finer aspects of the Shastra, and he used to inspire us a lot. And we could see that he is now exploring a lot into the Siddha systems of medicine and trying to amalgamate all these together. The herbal medicine power of Kerala, which he is having a supreme authority, as he is belonging to a tradition of legendary physicians, and he is now trying to bring together the goodness of Rasashastra and Siddha medicines into clinical practice. And sir, I am respectfully calling Dr. Shashikumar sir to take over this session and to bless us this occasion with your pristine knowledge. Sir, please.
My humble pranam to all India. Respected Chairperson Dr. Ramanathan of Sitaram and Dr. Ragesh and Dr. Rahul for a beautiful introduction. Thank you very much. And now we have a topic: application of Rasaushadhis in clinical management of respiratory disorders. It's a very important topic today because it's a COVID pandemic era. Most of the COVID people are further affected with the complications of respiratory problems. Of course, they are getting some pneumonia, but I'm not talking about that pneumonitis condition. After the proper healing of COVID even, many people are suffering from n number of respiratory complaints, which is in need of a very good Rasayana treatment. That is, I think, only possible from an Ayurvedic side. This series, I know it's one of the slot of Acharya Rasayanas is continuing. It's a 56th episode now. I think I'm right. So, in nutshell, if you are talking about the Rasayana of Ayurveda, first of all, Charaka narrates about the herbal Rasayanas, like Vasishta Rasayana, Chavanaprasha, and number of things. I think he was not satisfied enough after describing all these Rasayana, Kushmanda Rasayana, whatever maybe. Then he started to describe about Loha Amalaka Rasayana, Loha Rasayana. He narrating a technique how to make herbo-metallic combinations. He says, take Swarna, Rajata, Loha, anything, and quench in different medias and beat it and grind it well so that it will become very fine in form, which will not make even scratches to your eyes. The particle should be that much tiny, that much soft. And that type of powder you can mix with the existing herbal rasayanas. So he termed it as Loha Amalaka Rasayanas to boost its effectiveness. Further, we can say, we can find out some other class of rasayana. Suppose you prepared a very good herbo-metallic combinations or herbal combinations. It is a lack of ability to reach different parts of the body of the human. You know, there is so many hurdles to transform the effect of a drug to different part of the body. There is so many barriers. For example, blood-brain barrier is there. So the drug which is coming to, first of all, coming to the bloodstream, cannot effectively transfer to the brain parts, so that it cannot lodge there. Without lodging, it cannot create the possible drug effect. Likewise, so many parts are there in the body. Like placenta is there, womb is there, and prostate glands are there. So many parts are there. So to pierce through, Charaka advises to mix with some poisonous things in that one, so that it will increase the potency and it can lodge properly any part of the body. Yogadapi visham tishnam uttamam bheshajam bhavet. Charaka says in Dirgha Jivitiya chapter. Then, at last, Charaka concluded, among all rasayanas, the Visha Rasayana, Loha Amlaka Rasayana, Herbal Rasayana, the best rasayana is nothing but the Acharya Rasayanas. Satyavadinam Akrodham, Adhyatma Pravanendriyam, Sadhum Sadvritta Niratam. That is the best rasayana. So there, usually, Ayurveda do like that. It will mingling with the philosophy of India. That's way it's describing Ayurveda, is describing different types of rasayana. Here we are talking about the Loha Rasayanas, and also it's coming to some Visha Rasayanas.
Rahul,
Yes, sir.
I think nearly 300 participants all are attending this webinar. Will you please give me 2 minutes? You give me some regarding of the Kerala herbal and difference of the herbal and the metallic. Give me 2 minutes. Give me your experience.
Sir, please, sir. You may please take it.
Okay, you can provide now. You can tell me your experience.
Regarding this, sir, I think Sasikumar sir is here. I still remember, sir, the time when we have got an opportunity to be there with Shashi sir and see how the medicines were prepared. Many a time, our science happens to be different in that way that it happens to be experiential. When somebody goes and involved in the preparation of Murivenna, then we could get a feel of how Murivenna is going to work in the body. Then only we will get the real feel. So such a feel will be experienced when one is near to Shashi sir. And I think an internship or observership with Shashi Kumar sir will be the greatest thing to have some confidence or authenticity in practice of rasa preparations. And sir, during the previous pandemic also, when I got opportunities to discuss with Shashi Kumar sir, he was very confidently telling that the only solution to curtail the death rates is to suitably amalgamate the Rasa Shastra with the current contemporary practice. And when that happened in north of India, I got very much what to say. I became aware of the power of Rasa Shastra. When friends from north was telling that they are using Jayamangala Rasa, Sushma Trifala and like combinations, and in those patients who were having reduced oxygen saturation, when it was suddenly going down, and there was nobody to help them, at that time Rasa Shastra intervened and shown the maximum results. Many people were rescued back to life only because of Rasa medicines. So, and also when we were in touch with Shashi Kumar sir, he used to lead us to the Rasa-based practices in Kerala tradition itself. We have got Agni Kumari Rasam, Chukkundirpaliyadi Guliga, Vettumaran, and lot many formulations which were previously unknown came to light only after discussing.
So now we can start with the COVID. This is one of the X-ray plate that you can see, which is the patient is suffered from COVID and pneumonitis. And this was managing with, of course, it was, first of all, it was given the steroids and anti-fibrotic agents of modern medicine. But at the same time, patient was taking our Indugandham Kashayam and Adalodagadi Kashayam. Adalodagam Koduttuva Puttirichunda Jeeragam Kodashari, a reference from Yogamrita, textbooks of Malayalam. That Kashayam, then Jayamangala Rasa once in a day, and first 3 days Navapashana Kittu, first 3 days. Of course, the CRP was very high and the patient was affected with the liver disorders also. SGOT, SGPT was very high, and patient was also suffering from pancreatitis. Lipase was very high. So there was nausea, vomiting, and there was hyperglycemia also. So we are not able to give Aristam and Lehium, etc. And the oxygen level was also decreasing day by day. 2 days, 2 liters of oxygen was given continuously. And so you go through the next slide. Next slide, please. This is for 9/21. Next slide, you can see it's improving. The 14th. Next slide, please. Yeah, 29. And the patient was discharged with high improvement. And after that, patient stopped all the medicine, then switch over to pure Ayurvedic medicine in spite of taking antifibrotic agent of modern medicine, in spite of taking steroids, taking Chavan Prasha with the Loha Bhasma and Rajada Bhasma continuously for 3 weeks. And within 1 month, patient was okay, and patient traveled to Jamnagar for attending a conference and presenting a paper. The patient was me only, none other than me only. When the patient was, when I was discharging from the nursing home, after admission of getting admission 10 days there, then the pulmonologist told me, instructed me to take inhalers of steroid inhaler. I told the doctor that I will try my medicine. I will come back to you surely after 1 week. Then you can, again, you can go for CT, whatever you want, and you can analyze the effect of our medicine. I tried only my medicine, all these medicine, Karpurati Churna. And as I was diabetic at that time, they advised 4 milli of insulin also for first 5 days. So I was not taking Chavan Prasha. I was, in spite of Chavan Prasha, I prepared Chavan Prasha Churna And with that, I mixed Loha Bhasma and Rajata Bhasma. One dose Loha Bhasma 100 mg and 20 mg Rajata Bhasma. Then with the pomegranate juice I was taking. And that I continued up to 2 months. Now I'm fully okay. Again, I went for analysis, liver analysis and the lipase analysis and X-ray, including CT, and I was okay. Now I am okay in condition. So this is the wonderful effect that I had to put in front of you people. This way, lakhs of people improved all over India. That documentation is there with everybody. So this is the best way that we can, if in the future also some pandemics are coming together, the modern medicine with the Ayurveda is the best way. Then, so next slide, please. Now we can come to the respiratory disorders one by one. Just brush up our pathology described by Ayurveda. See how the doshas, the vitiation of doshas, stages of vitiation of doshas. Chaya, first of all, of course, we know, and Prakopa is there. Then Sthana Samshraya is there, Vyakti Bhava is there, and Bheda is there. And in Sutrasthana, the Tiryagati and Avarana is not mentioned. After Vyakti Bhava, the doshas come to form a Avarana form, and sometimes it is Tiryagati. In Tamakashwasa, the doshas taking place at Tiryagati. It's a highly complicated form. So to tackle that situation, we need high potent medicine. And if you are going through the Samprapti Ghatakas, AMA is one of the most important Samprapti Ghataka to develop different clinical manifestations in the body. So first AMA, Vidagdha, Vishtabdha, you know that is according to the dosha it is mentioned. After the dosha involvement, slowly the AMA will change into Vishujiga, Vilambika, Alasa, Dandalasaka form. Vishujiga means Suji Perivagatrani Tudyadivi Vishujiga, means at that time severe body pain is the manifestation. So to tackle this thing, at that time in the body some sort of toxemia may develop. To tackle this toxemia, a Visha, Jankama Visha form is there in the body. To tackle that Jankama Visha, we need a Sthavara Visha. That Sthavara Visha is nothing but our mercury or arsenics, what we are using in this stage. So that is the stage where usually the Rasa drugs are coming into the scenario. First of all, in all chapters of the classical textbooks of treatment like Yoga Ratnakara, Bhattacharya Ratnavali, in every chapter you can see, first of all, it's narrated with herbal medicine. Second, it starts to narrate with the Rasa medicines. So tackle the acute phase, the complicated phase of any disease with the logic. If you are using properly Rasa medicine, you will get 150% of result. Slowly you can switch over to herbal medicine. Actually, in Ayurveda, the very experienced Ayurvedic physicians, they will use minimum medicines because medicines is always toxic. So reduce the medicine, number of medicine, quantity of medicine. Among the also, Rasa medicine also, wherever is necessary, we have the right, physician has the right to use even Visha to the patient. How to use the Visha in the patient? There is a logic that Ayurveda putting forward to use the Visha, the toxic drugs. If you are using properly that logic, no side effects will be there. Then another, see, Samprapti Ghataka, you know, no, before first said, you know, the Srotas, Atipravarti, Sangam, Granthi, Vimarga Gamanam, all these things will be there. As far as the respiratory, that's Pranavaha Srotas, Udagavaha Srotas, Annavaha Prana Udaga, Annavahani, Dushta Srotamsi Dushi, and that is a Samprapti narrated in Tamakashwasa. So these Srotas are involved in respiratory disorders. So here, atipravrti means maybe you can correlate with this thing, hyperventilation maybe. Then Sangam, obstructive pulmonary disease, which are very common nowadays in COVID. And Grandhi, abnormal growth, sometimes some tumors like problem. And Vimarga Gamana, that is emphysema sometime maybe. Next slide, please. So these are, we should have some picture about the Samprapti Kataka and Samprapti of the disease. We know the single Samprapti of every diseases. Out of that, we can also narrate the spectrum of disease according to Ayurveda. How that respiratory disorders are starting according to Ayurveda. First, you know, every disease is starting from Vishamasana, Vegadharana, Pratyaparatha, like things, and even from Raga even. Raga is the basic cause of diseases. From this thing, secondly, Ajirna will develop. Ajirna will manifest like Shita Pitta, Kodha, something like that. Sometimes nausea, sometimes stomach pains, and Shula, like that. Then Shita Pitta will develop. From the Shita Pitta, at that time, you will say the allergic manifestations, skin allergy is there. Then slowly, Pinasa will start. From Pinasa, some Kasa will develop. From Kasa, Shwasa will develop. Kasa Vrutyad Bhaveshwasaha, Purvirva Doshakopanehi. Then, if Shwasa is increasing like anything, and it is not properly managed, the patient will slowly go to a stage of Mada Murcha and Sannyasa. And after Sannyasa, the patient will die. That is the full path of the spectrum of respiratory disorders. Here, Ayurveda, what Ayurveda is doing is, for all the steps, all the Samprapti Kataka should be taken to consideration. All the steps should be taken to consideration to draft a drug suitable for such an instant of a disease. Ayurveda doesn't narrate the disease like a watertight compartments. According to Ayurveda, the diseases are flowing from one state to another state. We are intervening in between. So a physician should diagnose which stage the disease is and what is the form of Samprapti Kataka. Accordingly, the drug drafting is taken place in Ayurveda. Next slide, please. So coming directly to Rasa medicine, we have Maharasa, Uparasa, and Sadharana Rasa, and Loha, Ratna, Uparatna, so many things, classes are there. Here, Maharasa means, I want to remind you, it's not only Maharasa, it is Maharasayanas. And Uparasa is Uparasayanas. And Sadharana Rasa means Sadharana Rasayanas. Maharasas can be given in long period without any problem. That is why it came under the category of Maharasa. And most of the Maharasa drugs improve the prana shakti. It will increase the quantity and quality of the prana vayu. And in Uparasa is clinically effective. For example, sulfur is very clinically effective, but we cannot give it continuously so many years. That is the problem. In general, what I am talking, there is exceptions. In general talk, you can say like this. In Sadharana Rasa, you see the arsenics are coming. It's highly potent. But selectively, some days we can give to tackle the problem. Then you have to reverse, come back. Another slogan I want to remind you, this is from Rasarnava. Rasarnava says, Yasya yogasya yo yogaha teneva sagayo jayat rasendro harati vyadhinara kunjara vajina. Here, see, whatever the medicine that you know, herbal medicine, you can use Rasaushadhi along with that. It will give wonderful effect. For example, you know Dashamula Katutraya Kashaya. Dashamula, Katutraya, Vashamula. This is the ingredient. This is very much useful in so many respiratory conditions, respiratory disease conditions. So suppose you are using Rasasindhura, suppose you want to augment the effect of Dashamulagadatraya. You feel it's inadequate to tackle the present situation of a respiratory disease. Then what you can do is you can mix some Rasaushati in that one, some Pravala Bhasma or some Rasasindhura, some Siddhamagaraja with that, and you can give. That is the way how we can augment the effect of herbal medicine. So it will transform to a rasa medicine. That is the way how thousands of rasayanas, khalli rasayanas are made up of. Next slide, please. So then we should know minimum these things when you are going to prescribe a rasa medicine. You should know Anupanam. Anupanam is very important. Anupanam means in which you are giving the rasa medicine. For example, Rasasindhura, sometime you will give in ginger juice, sometime you will give in tulsi juice, sometime you will give in betel juice, sometime you will give it with any powders, Tricotta churna or Jiraga churna, something like that. That is called Anupanam. Sahapana means after taking in betel juice and honey, Rasasindhura or Siddhamagaraja, if you are taking 25 ml, something like that of any kashayam, for example, Shatangam kashayam, in a fever condition, suppose you are taking Hingula Basmam, ginger juice and honey, and drinking one sip of Shadangapana. Here, ginger juice is coming as Anupanam, and Shadagapanam is coming as Sahapanam. So these two things are very important, Anupanam and Sahapanam. Another thing is dose. Dose is not specifically mentioned in Ayurvedic class books. So many factors are there to fix a dose. So that should you get from your experience. The logic here is the dose given in the classical text was the optimum and not the optimum dose. It is a maximum dose. When the classic books are narrating about the Gridhapana, it narrates the Uttama Matra. What we are starting with the Rasiyasi Matra. Not Haraswa Matra, Rasiyasi Matra, the minimum dose. Like that. That is the logic of using any Ayurvedic medicine. So this logic you can use when you are using rasa medicine also. Suppose 2 rati is mentioned for the doses Abhrabhasma, then you can start with a quarter rati. And with your experience, you will be able to fix the dose further. Then you should know the antidotes. Because most of the resources are highly potent. So there is a possibility of developing side effects or toxic effects sometime. Very rare, very, very rare. But as a physician, you are responsible to tackle that situation. So for that, the antidote of rasa medicines also you should study very well. From where you will get the antidotes? Most of the purification media mentioned in Rasaratna Samuchaya are the antidote of that said medicine. For example, for the purification of sulfur, milk and ghee is mentioned. You know how to purify sulfur, everybody knows, it's very well known factor. So the milk and ghee is one of the best antidote of sulfur. Likewise, you know, lead. How lead is there is a common media for the purification of Puti Loka. That is Nirgundi Swarasa with Haridra powder. Quench the lead or zinc or tin to this thing, to the media. Nirgundi Swarasa with the Haridra powder. It is mentioned in many of the classical books. So you can use Nirgundi Swarasa and turmeric powder as an antidote to the zinc and tin and lead. That is the antidote. In some of the Keralite books like Sahasra Yoga, Arogya Kalpadharma, special chapter is mentioned as an antidote. So that's also you can refer. You will get very good explanations, antidote for very toxic metals and minerals and herbs. Okay, next slide, please. So I'm directly entering to the clinics, especially in the respiratory disorders. For any disorder, we need a stem part of the drug, a main part of the drug, and some part to augment that factor. For augmenting, we are using Rasasindura. Rasasindura is working always as a catalyst in the body to improve the potency of the medicine. That is the main quality of Rasasindura. So in spite of prescribing Rasasindura alone, if you are prescribing Rasasindura with some other medicine, it will be more beneficial to the patient. So Rasasindura is traditionally physicians are using for that purpose. So the dose of Rasasindura clinically we are using 75 mg per day. When you are combining Rasasindura, only 25 milligram is sufficient. With that, it will work. That is sufficient. And you are not only giving Rasasindura, you are giving some herbal medicines also like that. Along with that, like Kashayam, so many Kashayams are there for respiratory disorders like Bharingyadi Kashayam, Elakanadi Kashayam, Dashamulagadtrayam Kashayam, Dipanjamuladi Kashayam, Adalodakam Koduttuadi Kashayam, Vidaryadi Kashayam. So many Kashayams are there. And so many Arishtas are there. Vasharishtam, Arthadhyarishtam, Kanakasavam, Dashamula So many Arishtas are there. All these things you can use Anupana and Sahapana. Then for especially the respiratory diseases, there is a factor of ama in the amashya. Swasam amashya samudbhavam. So we need a hypagena drug always to tackle the respiratory disease condition. There you can use Pravalabhasma. Pravalabhasma has a Kshara Swabhava. Also, it is not that much hot, but it's having Hatipachana form. And it's very good drug for respiratory disorders. So you can use a combination of Rasasindura and Pravalabhasma. Pravalabhasma is working in the lungs, and with the combination of Rasasindura, its effect will boost like anything. So the combination of Rasasindura and Pravalabhasma. And you can select some powders also, some churna like Karpuradi churna, Sitopaladi churna, or only Trikota churna as the Anupana. And Sahapana already told you like different Kashayams are there, resistance are there you can use. And this combinations is effective in simple chest infections. Normally, most of the fevers are developing due to chest infection or throat infection like that. In such conditions, the Rasasindura Pravalabhasma combination is a wonderful drug. This you can give, this combination is very safe and you can give at least for 2 weeks or 3 weeks continuously by daily. Here, increasing the dose of Pravalabhasma is okay, but increasing the Rasasindura dose is not okay. In spite of Rasasindura, if you want more Rasayana property, you can use Makaradhwaja. So it will give wonderful effect. In the infants, when you are using Rasasindura, you just go for more Balijarita Rasasindura. Also for pregnant ladies, when you are prescribing the same combination, better to go for multiple Balijarita Rasasindura, Triguna Balijarita, or even Shadguna Balijarita is okay for infants and for pregnant ladies. Then the combination of Rasasindura and Pravalabhasma, Shadguna Balijarita Rasasindura with the Pravalabhasma is a wonderful remedy. Safely you can prescribe in infants. Safely you can prescribe in pregnant ladies. with betel juice and honey, with tulsi juice and honey. So in practically, if I say is 25 milligram of Rasasinduram with 100 milligram of Pravala Bhasma or Shadguna Balijarida Rasasinduram or Triguna Balijarida Rasasinduram and Pravala Bhasma with 10 drops of tulsi juice and 10 drops of honey thrice a day along with suitable Sahapana will give you very good result for small chest infectious conditions, where you see that your herbal remedies are not at all effective. This you can continue up to 4 days in this way. Then after 4 days, you can give again 4 days once in a day. Like that you have to reduce, then switch over to herbal remedy. That is the way how you have to go with the rasa preparations. Then if there is productive cough, then better to add Tangana Bhasma. Means more, in our terminology, more ama is there. Tangana is again is Shara, it's have Ativa Pachana in nature. So you can use a combination of Rasasinduram, Pravala Bhasmam and Tangana Bhasma with ginger juice and honey, or Trikata Churna and honey, or Talisa Patra Churna and honey. That's better than me. In which condition, which churnas are reliable. In that combination, use this rasa medicine. Add this rasa medicine, you will get wonderful result. Then comes the rasayana. Among the rasayana, Abhrabhasma. Abhrabhasma will boost the effect of prana, boost the power of prana. Usually in Shwasa patients, the strength of prana will be very minimum. If you read the pulse, you can see the Vadanadi is creeping like a leech. It should jump like hen or peacock, In spite, it is creeping like leech. So Nadi shows there is an influence of Kapha in Vata. There you need a Charana property. Chara is necessary to remove the Kapha from the Vata. There is the Avarana. So there you can use Tangana Bhasma, Pravala Bhasma, Rasasindura combination. And if prana is very low, into this combination you can add Abhrabhasma. Abhrabhasma will give instant strength to your prana. And further, if it's too much complications are there, there is a blockage of airways, then you can use arsenic products like Rasamanikam. Rasamanikam is a common arsenic product available in the market. Or you can go for some Kopipaka Rasana like Malla Sindura, Tal Sindura, Shila Sindura, like that. With these things, you have to use only for 2-3 days. Thrice a day. 2-3 days. That is enough. Within that day, you can tackle this problem, of course. Whenever you are using arsenic products, add some pepper powder to that one or Trigata Churna, which will help you for the safe administration of the drug. Remember, that is another secret. Otherwise, sometimes it may go for developing some side effects. When a close monitoring is essential when you are administering such drugs. You should be more responsible towards the patients, your patient. It's not like playing with herbal medicine. Should be more responsible monitoring. A strict monitoring should be there. That is, next slide, please. So this way you can combine together all these things, and you can use in different respiratory conditions. Then in chronic conditions, chronic asthma patient, chronic Shaija Shwasa condition, you need some best rasayanas. Among the metal, Vanga Bhasma is the best rasayana. Instantly it will develop the strength of the people. So here I will give you a combination, Vanga Bhasma 125 milligram with pepper powder and honey. Getting very good result in Shayakasa. How the Shayakasa is developing, how the Yachma is developing, Sahasam, Vega Samrodha, Shukloja Sneha Samshaya, Annapana Vidityaga Chatwara Stasya Hedava. All these K2s causes are developing weakness in the body. To give a result to the instant weakness, you need such a wonderful drug which can augment the strength of the body instantly. Vangabhasma is one among them. Any chronic asthma will give very good result. Then, nowadays we are getting most of the asthma, not the infective type of one, but most of them are allergic conditions. Allergic asthma. First of all, start with some sort of urticaria or some sneezing, continuous sneezing. And later on, it will start khasa, some allergic cough, then allergic rhinitis, something like that, then allergic asthma. Here, Loha Basma is the best one. Loha Basma 250 mg directly you can give a set dose with the pepper powder and honey. It's a wonderful remedy. Powder you can use, powder dose is already given in our classical textbooks that you can use. If you use half spoon of pepper powder, nothing will happen. But if the patient complains you some burning sense in the stomach, you have to reduce that one. And you are adding honey or jaggery you can add. So in that condition, it will not make any problem. Then comes our arsenic powder, Thalagabhasma. It's a wonderful remedy. But to prepare Thalagabhasma is very difficult. And Thalagabhasma is not available nowadays in the market. In the name of Thalagabhasma, Rasamanika is coming in the market. What is the difference between Thalagabhasma and Rasamanika? Thalagabhasma is Nirdhuva in property. Take little bit Thalagabhasma, show it to the LPG gas plate or spirit lamp. You can see the fumes are emerging from that one. That is not Thalagabhasma. Nirdhumatva is there. That quality is mentioned in classical textbook. So the Nirdhumatva is that it is a wonderful remedy even in lung cancers to some extent. So Thalagachurna with Trikotavasma. 20 milligram Thalagabhasma is sufficient. Suppose you are getting an acute attack patients of asthma in the night. So you can use this Thalagabhasma at that time. 1 or 2 doses, 1 dose and repeated dose after 4 hours, 1 day. That is sufficient. Next day you can switch over to our Vangabhasma or other combinations I said you earlier, like a Rasasandura, Abhrabhasma, Pravalabhasma combination. The same way, if the patient is so staulya in nature and more kapha problems are there, then Tamrabhasma is a wonderful remedy in respiratory disorders. Pippali powder with honey, Tamrabhasma is a wonderful remedy. In COVID, I was using a combination, Loganadharasa. Loganadharasa, so many formulas are there in the same name. One formula is there with the Tamrabhasma, Hamsa Potalikrama. That Loganadharasa I found very effective in COVID patients. I was giving this Bhasma sometime along with Jayamangala. It's giving wonderful remedy in post-COVID coughs. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, so these are the medicine that I have to tell you. Another some Khalli Rasayanas, of course, you know, one is our Shwasananda Gulika. It's a very famous combination using by Kerala Vaidyas. Only Hingula is there and Valsanabhi is there and Karpura is there. This Karpura is highly potent. And titrating with the Triphala Kashaya. That's the way how Shwasananda is made up of. And this Shwasananda, you know, it's arresting, first of all, the penasa condition, then its effect to the throat, then to the lungs. So not only in Shwasa, so many other clinical situations where the dosha flow is from the head to the lower part of the body, there you can use the Shwasananda Gulika. The classical media narrated for Shwasananda is milk with sugar. That is how Arogyakalpatruma mentioned. To mix Swasanandam Gulika along with Arishta will give a highly potent medicine. So whenever you are mixing Swasanandam Gulika with the Arishta, be careful because it will work very fast. So sometimes it may make some problem in the patients. So better to use milk and sugar combination or some kashaya also good. In Kerala, we will use different types of varavu kashaya, means fried kashaya. Like first of all, we'll fry the ingredients, then pour the water, then boil, then reduce. These are called varavu kashaya. Chukkum Malli varavu kashaya. Chukkum means shundi dhanyaka. Take 1 inch size piece of dried ginger, 1 spoon of dhanyaka, and just to fry it, then add 1 glass of water, boil it, reduce it to 1/4. After cooling, filter it. That is varavu kashaya. And jeeraga also you can prepare like that. Jeeraga with the vasha patra, varavu kashaya. It's a wonderful remedy, wonderful media to use all these pills. Swasanandam Gulika and Swasa Kuthara Rasa. That you can use continuously for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, even once in a day. Especially all the Swasa Rogas are increasing in the night now. So night time will be very good time to use Swasa Kuthara Rasa. This Swasa Kuthara Rasa, if you give in the Varavu Kashayam of Vashapatra and Jeeraga, it's giving very good result. Dhanvantaram Gulika is also very good. Dhanvantaram Gulika you can give in Kevala Vata condition. And with if in respiratory disease, Shwasa condition, some pain is the Parsha Shula conditions, you can use this Dhanvantaram Gulika. Then Brihat Kasturi Bhairava Rasa. It's a wonderful remedy you can use in at last stage. If you are not sure that the other drugs are not working properly, then you can switch over to Brihat Kasturi Bhairava Rasa. It's also useful in cardiac asthma conditions. In stroke conditions also, it's very good. And Jayamangala Rasam, of course, now it is very much popular all over India. Jayamangala Rasam, it's a very good combination of Swarna Bhasma, Rajata Bhasma, so many things. It's a wonderful remedy. Always all physicians should keep Jayamangala Rasam in their pockets. Many disease conditions you can use it. Even in small children you can use it. I used Jayamangala Rasam once in a baby infant of 18 years old. I got her with pneumonitis and she was discharged from the allopathic hospital and she came to me with her parents. And I gave 1 small dose of Jayamangala Rasam with breast milk to her. And continuously I give for 1 month in that way to her, 18 days old baby. She is still alive. She is now around 6 or 7 years old. So Jayamangala is a wonderful remedy. Then Hemagarbha Potali, Potali Kalpam always we are using when the patient are going or we are thinking that this patient may go to sannyasa, Madhamurcha, sannyasa phase, use Potali Kalpa. Otherwise, all the Kali Rasayanas, all these Rasayanas are okay. If you are finding that patient is suspecting that patient may slips to Madhamurcha and sannyasa, use Potali Kalpa. Hemagarbha Potali is one of the best one. It contains Swarna Bhasma and Tamra Bhasma even. So you can use Hemagarbha Potali Rasa. These are the wide range of Rasa preparations where you can use in so many respiratory disorders. And I will tell you especially for bronchitis. Any bronchitis you can cure with Ayurveda. Any. The main drug is nothing but Rajata Bhasma. Yes, Kasturi Bhairava is available in the market. And I answered one of the questions. That's why I told certainly this one. And Rajata Bhasma, when you prepare Rajata Bhasma, go for Niruttha Parisha. Means try to melt it. If the Rajata is coming back, it is not a good one to use. Otherwise, you can use that Rajadabasma. It's a wonderful remedy. If the patient has the complaint of epistaxis or sometimes hemitemesis, in such conditions, also Rajadabasma is a wonderful remedy. After the COVID infection to my body, I took around 1 month Rajadabasma along with Chyawanprash. I told you. Chyawanprash Rajadabasma combination is a wonderful one for Kshaya Kasa. If you are giving 41 days, 1 Mandala Kala, this combination, any bronchitis can be cured. Any. It's a wonderful remedy. But to prepare Rajadabasma, it will be difficult. Little bit difficult. Even Swarna Basma you can prepare easily, but Rajadabasma is very difficult to prepare. So with that, I'm just finishing my talk. Now we can enter to the discussion topic because I will go in my own way. So which is your interested phase, I don't know. So you can ask your questions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. That was indeed it contained a good lot information. Sir, before moving on to the question answer session, let me invite Dr. Ragesh Sirin sir for a brief product presentation. Sir,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
So, welcome back to a small presentation regarding Sitaram Ayurvedic products which are relevant to the respiratory disorders. Sitaram Ayurveda completing its 100 years of healing legacy. Some of the classical products, among those classical products, Dr. Shashikumar Nechil was presenting a lot of products generally being used in Kerala Ayurveda, like the Dashmula Kaditrayam Kashayam, and also Shwasanandam Guliga. And there is a Sasrayoga combination called Chukun Tipelyadi Guliga. So these are some of the main yogas which are being used among the classical respiratory products. Now there is a wonderful remedy which Sitaram Ayurveda is manufacturing. This is a classical product called Togeladi Lehyam. The ingredients, as you can see, are being mentioned here. It is Kantagari, Pushkaramula, Musta, Rasna, Amlaki, Bibidaki, Kachuram, Pipali, Tok, Ela, Ardraga, Marija, Lavanga. This is a wonderful combination being used by many doctors for treating the complications, the respiratory issues connected with COVID-19. The indications are Kasa, Swasa, nausea, vomiting, and also Irastoda. Togeladi Lehyam from Sitaram Ayurveda. Now, among the classical respiratory products, we are also manufacturing Tambula Rasayanam. You should be careful regarding the dosage. It is being given in very small dosage. Tambula Rasayanam, not at the dosage of the usual Rasayanas Lehyas. Very small dosage. Next is Kushmanda Rasayanam and also Chyawanprasham. Dr. Shashikumar Nechil was proudly telling about his own experience regarding usage of Chyawanprash Avlekh along with Rajadabasma, etc. So we are manufacturing Chyawanprash Avlekha in 3 different forms. Chyawanprash Avlekha is there and also Chyawanprash Kashayam and tablets. We could hear Dr. Shashikumar telling about he using Chyawanprash Churna. Instead, we are manufacturing Chyawanprash Kashayam as well as Kashayam tablets. So these are 2 combinations which should be helpful for the patients who are diabetic. Now coming to some of our proprietary products, we are having Dashmul cough syrup, which has been one of our flagships for the past decade. Dashmul cough syrup, it is a strong Ayurvedic blend for cough and respiratory disorders based on Dashmula Kaditrayam Yoga. Dashmula Kaditraya, as you know, it is Dashmula plus Trigadu plus Vasha. It also contains Tulasi and Lajjalu. And the base is honey. So soothing honey will give the necessary taste as well as the soothing effect. Sitaram Dashmul cough syrup. And now we are proud to launch our new product, which is an improvement upon the Dashmul cough syrup. It has been launched the previous week. Our new cough syrup called Cough Sap. It is a synergetic blend of Dashmula Kaditrayam with Lajjalu, Tulasi, Kasamarda, and Jeeragam. And it is also strengthened with Pudina and Ajamojarasam. The base is honey. It is effective in productive cough and wheezing. It contains the top bronchial herbs augmented by the throat soothing honey. Honey is the base of this combination also. So it is giving a very good taste of honey as well as the soothing effect of honey. So we are launching our cough sap, the new cough syrup, which is effective in productive cough and wheezing. Cough sap from Sitaram Ayurveda. Now, Brihat Katphaladi Kashayam, which is being used in the various infective fevers and ENT conditions. The yoga is from Vaishajya Ratnavali. Sitaram Ayurveda is manufacturing this product. Kapha Kedu Rasam. Kapha Kedu Rasam tablet, the reference is Vaishajya Ratnavali. It is being used in acute and subacute upper respiratory tract infections. And Sitaram is one among the very few companies manufacturing this product from South India. Kapha Kedu Rasam. And for the allergy conditions, we are having our flagship product, Alarkand powder and tablet, mainly utilizing the antihistamine action of Haridra, supported by Triphala and Trivert, added with Gokshara and Kasisa Basma. It is palatable, non-sedative, natural protection against allergies, effective in both respiratory as well as skin allergies. Alarkand powder and tablet. And we are having our Rasayana product called Bronchosap. Earlier it was named as Shwasanamrit. Now it has been renamed as Bronchosap and it has been fortified. It is a powerful, it contains the powerful respiratory problem solvers, Trikatu, Chaturjadam, along with immunity builders, Haridra and Triphala. It's a purely herbal product which can be used for chronic conditions continuously, effective in various acute and chronic respiratory issues. It stops and prevents recurrent breathing disorders. Bronchosap granules. So these are the main products which we are having in this respiratory area. All the details regarding these products, as well as the details regarding our services, as well as all the details regarding our webinar series, Acharya Rasayana, can be had at sitaramayurveda.com, which is our website, www.sitaramayurveda.com. And as always, we are sending e-certificates to all the participants who attend this webinar for more than 75 minutes. We are sending the notes and the recordings to the email ID which the registrants use for registration by the subsequent Saturday. That means that today's notes and recordings will be made available to you through email by the coming Saturday. So if you could not find that mail in your inbox, please check your spam folder or promotions folder. You'll definitely receive that. And if by any chance you are not receiving, or if you require any further support from Sitaram Ayurveda regarding our products as well as our services, or regarding any information regarding Acharya Rasayana, kindly contact our customer relations manager, Mr. Rajiv. Mr. Rajiv can be made available at 90726-13194. This is phone number 90726-13194, and his email ID is crm.osk@sitaramayurveda.biz. So kindly call him for any further assistance regarding Acharya Rasayana as well. Thank you very much for your patient listening and valuable time. Back to Dr. Rahul.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, we are moving on to the panel discussion session. Shashikumar sir, we are having 3 to 4 participants here who have raised their hands. And
Okay.
let me invite Dr. S. Khan to raise his question.
Okay.
Dr. Khan.
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful session, sir. So wanted to know about how to give the dose of Hemgarbha Potli, sir.
To me?
Yes, sir.
So,
The
Hemagarbha
dose and in which combination we should give Hemgarbha Potli, sir?
Potli, you can give the Jiraka Kashaya or Jiraka powder. 5 milligram, 4 to 5 milligram is sufficient dose.
Sir, in that part, let me have one question, sir. Is this Hemgarbha Potli, which is available currently in the market?
Yes, Dudha Publisher is marketing Hemagarbha Potli, I think.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We need to, sir, can you please specify the Anupanas, especially you have talked about in those stages where the patient is slipping onto Mada Murcha Sannyasa. So how we will administer it?
Yeah, you can say by applying to the tongue. Jiraka powder, honey, Then, so hemagarba potali 5 milligram mixed together and apply to the tongue. So slowly it will come. Okay.
So can you, sir, please specify the conditions where, sir, we are getting chronic diseases in many systems.
Yeah.
For example,
Botulical are mentioned.
liver-related disorders.
Botulical are mentioned to you since Mada Moksha Sannyasa Avastha. Highly dangerous phase of the disease. Otherwise, we have another products like Shwasa Gutara Rasa is that is also good, which we can give 1 tablet with Kashaya, Arishta, so many ways. But in Mada Moksha Sannyasa condition, we cannot administer the drug in that way. So there we developed another form of preparation called Potulikalpa, where we have to use only tiny doses, like 4 to 5 milligram. So, and it will start absorption even from the tongue. Because the procedure of preparation is like that. It's preparing in the Dhruti. It's called Dhruti Bandha Rasa. We have 25 bandha of mercury. So in different bandha stage, mercury attains different power. So in Dhruti Bandha stage, mercury attains high power. So we are preparing this in Gandhaka Dhruti. So it attains high power. It's a potent, very potent at that time, mercury. And mercury augment the other effect of other ingredients of that combination also. Tamra Bhasma is there, Swarna Bhasma is there. All these things are very good for sannyasa condition. So it will absorb from the tongue even. So in that condition, it's very good.
Sir, how long can we administer it? How is there any time period for that?
It is not
the patient will be.
It is not specially mentioned in the classic, but only maximum 7 days is sufficient. After 7 days, what we will do, the patient will come reverse the process. So we can switch over to lower potent medicines. Maximum 7 days.
Okay. So now, sir, Dr. Neha is there. She want to ask one question. Dr. Neha, please.
Hello.
Yes, madam, please.
Sir, I have a case to discuss, to ask. I had a case where patient presentation was, she was not able to breathe. She's known case of OAD. She had very bad cough. And I gave her Shwasa Kuthara with Shwasananda Gulika. Anupana was Kanakasava. But the scan shows that she had very bad pneumonia in the upper and middle lobe.
Okay.
And she also had history of tuberculosis.
So
tuberculosis got flared up after the second dose of COVID.
Okay.
And she developed pneumonia, and she gave this presentation where she had loose motion also. She developed vomiting, and patient went into sepsis, where her WBC count went up to 27,000. And she had no fever, and she was giving like very sick look. BP was 70/40. So I had to rush to ICU. I had to take her to ICU. How to handle such kind of situation?
Very, very complicated situation. And in Yashma condition, if diarrhea is there, no, it's asadhya. It's mentioned is asadhya. Atisara in Yashma Rogis, asadhya. Better to use a Jayamangala Rasa in that one. And use the goat milk.
Okay.
And that Adalodagadi Kashayam, Adalodakam Kodutuva, it is in Malayalam. That is that's also working very good in way. Another one Kashaya is there in Vaishajaratnavali in Shayakasa, Dipanchamuladi Kashaya. You please refer. Shayakasa of Vaishajaratnavali. That's also will be helpful. But you should understand that this is an asadhya condition of Yajashma.
Okay. And sir, I have one more doubt. when we see many cases where the patient comes from a history of CASA from past 4 to 5 years, and they are with broncho this inhalers. They use inhalers, and like when they come to us, they expect that this should go completely, and their CT will show some kind of fibrosis in their lungs. For fibrosis, can we reverse such condition?
Yeah, up to an extent we can reverse the process. Even in interstitial lung disease, I got very good results in some conditions. So we can go for some Panchakarma procedure, some Pirichil like that condition also. And in Rasayana, Chavanaprasha is the best one. Agastya Rasayana is there. With that, you can mix, as I told you earlier, Rajada Basma, Abhra Basma, Loha Basma. These Basmas you can mix with that one and you use it continuously for 1 month or 2 months or up to 6 months. You can use, no problem. Dose will be minimum, should be minimum. Rajada Basma only 20 mg and Loha Basma 100 mg, Abhra Basma 100 mg. This combination you can use continuously. That's why you can reverse somewhat extent you can reverse, and you can go for some Pirichil also to the local dhara with the Lakshadi Taila, Belashugandhadi Taila. These things are good, I think.
Okay. Thank you.
Ajak Shira is the best one there. Ajak Shira. Alpambubana Vyayama Kadutikta Shuner Lekhu. Ajam Shosha Jorashwasa. Rekta Pitta Tisaranut. Ajam Shosha Jorashwasa. Whatever you mentioned, everything is there. Rekta Pitta Tisaranut.
Okay, sir. Thanks for the guidance, sir. Thank you.
Let me invite Dr. Anjala Suryanarayana. Sir, please have your question.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, in Pratishaya and Dushta Pratishaya, Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi Vilasaras, Naradiya can continue for a long time, sir?
Not necessary, no. Whenever the acute phases come, you give Lakshmi Vilasarasa for 1 week. That is sufficient. After that, you switch over to herbal remedies. Like our Bhrangaraja Asava is one of the best one. Okay. And Patyaksha Datriyadi Kashaya is the best one. Okay. And Vyoshadi Vatakam. Venusatri style of treatment, you have to start at that time. Or even Loha is very good. Very plain Loha Basma is very good. Haridra Khanda is there with the Loha Basma. Haridra Khanda is Loha Basma only. Loha Basma combination. You can use that way.
In Rajayakshma, Rasasindur, Abraka Basma, ghee, make it a paste, and with Sahapana, Shadangapanium can advise it, sir?
Shadangapanium is, I told you, for just for chest infection, fevers. This is what we are talking about is Rajayashma. Rajayashma, you have to give some other Kashayam only, or Chirapaka, you can give Chirapaka. Dashamula Shadhirasna, Bharni Vildvardhi Pushkarehi. Ulire Shringi, Chapala, Tamalak, Kamarta Ushadehi. No, there is a combination, wonderful combination mentioned in Ashtangaradaya, Shayakasa, that Shirapaka. If you can make that Shirapaka will be a wonderful Sahapana. Dashamula Shadhirasna, Bharni Vildvardhi Pushkarehi. Ulire Shringi, Chapala, Tamalak, Kamarta Ushadehi. Okay. And in spite of Rasandura, I can use Siddhamakaradvaja. Because you are talking about Rajayashma, not simple Tiva.
Yeah, Rajayakshma. Rajayakshma, sir. Sir, one more doubt you told about Rajatavashma. How to examine, sir, to get the find out the good quality?
Just take it in a crucible and melt it. Try to heat it. If the silver is coming back as a metal, that's the test of Niruddha mentioned in Rasarata Samuchaya. Then don't use it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank
you. Dr. Irshad?
Yes, sir.
Kindly talk.
Yes, sir. So I have a question. I have a patient actually who used to develop Shasa at the end of the Luna days of the Luna calendar. He used to develop at the end of 28 days of the day of every month, and with or without medicine, he will subside the symptoms. At the peak time, he can't even sleep at the night, but within 2 to 3 days, with the start of the lunar rise, he come to subside the symptoms. How can I will give the medicine every month and he will get better. But how to manage it permanently, I can under advice regarding this.
So after the curation of the symptoms, you have to give her some rasayanas. Go for some cleansing process at that time whenever she or he is free of symptom. Then you can start some rasayana like Agastya rasayana, Ushmanda rasayana, or Vasishta rasayana, or even Chavanaprasha, according to his constitution. If he is responding well to the Agastya rasayana, that is the best one. Like, and also you can give some Vanga Basma, as I told you earlier, that's also very good. It's a typical nature of Tamaka Shwasa.
Shamana Gridapana with Indugandha Grida.
It's very good. If Agni is okay, first of all, correct his Agni. Then go for Snehapana.
Okay, ma'am.
Now I invite Dr. Dharmesh. Dr. Dharmesh.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, sir. I want to know that in the Rashashadin, we are prescribing the doses in 120 mg or 110 mg or 100 mg. So, how to give it to the patient, because they are not able to measure in home, or we have to give separately per day dosage like in packet something. It is difficult to give it. No?
Sir, the question is regarding the packaging, the dose, how we will fix the dose.
Now,
and how we will
dose packaging is available with the Siddheshwara. No. Otherwise, he has to keep some balance. That's all. Two options.
Sir, usually when we purchase some medicines and if we want to divide it, sometimes some people will advise to take it at the end of the spoon, likewise one piece like that. Any other no, sir. No such good measures. You have to measure it, isn't it?
Yeah, in ancient time, our traditional ideas are measuring it. Also, my teacher, my guru, and my father, he used to weigh it and divide the dose. So now it's not possible. So dosage forms are available in the market now. Use it. That's why Ayurvedishala is going for capsule form. So remove the capsule and take the powder and use the media according to the discretionary power of the physician. Don't allow to just to swallow the patient, the capsule as such.
Yes.
That is another.
Sir, and regarding Dr. Kusum Sharma is here. Kusum Sharma, please raise your question. Hi,
Hello.
Yes, madam.
नमस्कार सर. सर एक 8 ईयर का बॉयज है, उसको क्रॉनिक अस्थमेटिक पेशेंट है, साथ में स्किन डिसऑर्डर है.
हाँ.
तो मैं सर उसको क्या प्रिस्क्राइब करना चाहिए मेनली उसको किस दोष के अकॉर्डिंग, जैसे उसको जब भी उसको अस्थमा का अटैक आता है उसके स्किन पे पैचेस हो जाते हैं सर.
See, the asthma is also developing some part of kleda. If the kleda is blocking the pranavaha, asthma is developing. So if the kleda is moving to the skin part, eczema is developing. Once I asked the same question to one of my teachers. He told me that when the skin trouble is developing inside the lungs, he cannot itch, so that the lungs asthma will develop. If it's going to the skin, itches will start and the skin trouble will develop. So at that time, it's coming to the Shita Pitta form. Then first of all, when that asthma comes down, start the treatment of Shita Pitta. Shita Pitta form means a treatment means Virechana is the most important treatment mentioned in Shita Pitta. So Virechana is indicated. Then use some specific oil head, like Tayakaraja Tailam, continuously.
ओके सर.
Okay.
सर मैम सर अस्थमा के लिए orally फिर उसको श्वास को उठा.
No, not necessary. Go for Kashaya. Go for some Kashaya and Pravala Basma. Simple Pravala Basma is okay. Or Pravala Basma with Rasasindura is okay. Kasagutara is an arsenic product. Keep it away. Not necessary. Siddha Makaradhaja with Pravala Basma combination is okay. Siddha Makaradhaja only 15 mg with the 50 mg Pravala Bhasma, mix with 10 drops Tulasi juice and 10 drops honey, give it twice a day for 2 weeks. Then Dashamula Gadatrayam Kashayam twice in a day. Then you know Mukka Mukkudugati Kutika, very famous preparation of Kerala. Mukka Mukkudugati Kulika twice a day with warm water. Then give some avaleha like Vilvati avaleha or for digestion to correct the ama. Because Shwasam Amashiya Samudbhavam. Always you take care of the Amashiya.
Okay, sir.
Then
Thank you, sir.
Pathya is very important. Don't give curd, all these things to him. And non-veg. And
Okay,
more
sir.
sweets.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
this
Thank you,
spectrum,
sir.
sir, in this context, in this question, I will ask about one spectrum, sir. Sir, now we are having the Shishira Ritu, and now a lot of patients are coming to our OPDs with asthma, allergic rhinitis, dry skin, etc. So there are many phases. Sometimes the patients are coming with severe productive cough. When we administer certain medicines like the Dashamula Gadatrayam Kashayam, they turn into pure Vade Kasam, dry cough. And then later on it will stick on later. So sir, can you explain stage-wise application of medicines in a brief way? How we can manage in the first stage when acute asthma is there, then when there is productive, severe productive cough.
See, all these things are depending upon so many other factors also. The age of the patient, time of the patient. It may vary, no?
Yes.
So how I can discuss like that, I don't know.
No, sir. I'm asking about a general, in a general case, if it comes especially in young adolescent group.
In very acute space, you can go for arsenic compound like Shwasa Kuthara Rasam, Samanikyam, Malla Sinduram, Shila Sinduram, like that. Only for 2-3 days. With that 3 days, you have to tackle that. You have to save the patient from that phase to a reverse mechanism in another space. Then remove all the arsenic products. You can switch over to Siddhama Karadojam Pravala Bhasmam, Mukta Shukti Bhasmam, Tangana Bhasmam, and Pachana like our Vaishwanara Churna, Hindu Vedati Churna, with our Kashayam, the Shamula Gadatrayam, Ela Kanadi Kashayam, Bharnyadi Kashayam, Bharni Kanadi Kashayam, such things. Then slowly come to Agastya Rasayana, because Agastya Rasayana, all our Chavanaprasha, all these things are contain little bit of oil substances. Oil is there, Tilataila is there now. So Agastya Rasayana is okay, Sitopaladi Churna is okay, Karpuradi Churna is okay. Like that you can give another stage. Then some Arishta also, Bhrangarajasava is okay, Vasha Arishta is there. Then Parthadi Arishta is there, Dashamula Arishta is there. All these Arishtas are working well. Then some Haridra preparation, Haridra Khanda, Haridra Khanda is okay, Pipali Khanda is there. All these Khandas are can be given. Like that, slowly you have to track the patient.
Sir, when we use medicines, sometimes we are getting some confusion, sir. How we are differentially applying the yogas. For example, sir, I will tell you a range of yogas like Agni Kumari Rasam, Chukandipaliyadi Guliga, Surya Prabha Guliga, Lakshmi Vilasa Rasam, Mahalakshmi Vilasa Rasam.
Okay.
So, sir, among these yogas, how we are going to differentially apply that in different cases? How?
Yeah, you go through the ingredients of the product. Then you will get a clear picture. So Asakudara is an arsenic product. It is the last one. Agni Kumara is a Visha product. It's contain Valsanabi. No? Like that. So all these things are for the acute stage. Tackle the acute stage and come back to normal, our herbal preparation.
Sir, regarding the Lakshmi Vilasa Rasam and Mahalakshmi Vilasa Rasam.
Mahalakshmi Vilasa contain gold, no?
Yeah.
Gold and so many ingredients are there. It's very costly. So use it rationally. Whenever it's necessary, that time you have to use it for 2-3 days. After that, you can switch, come back to work herbal preparations.
Also for now.
Or plain Pravala Bhasma, Mukta Shukti Bhasma, plain Mukta Shukti Bhasma, Tangana Bhasma, Abhra Bhasma.
So regarding
Kanmada Bhasma, can you please explain the properties of Kanmada Bhasma?
Kanmada Bhasma is Shita in Virya in nature mostly, comparing to all other Sudha Vargas. So in respiratory disorders, better to avoid it. Or you can mix it with the Trikota Churna or Hinguvajati Churna like that, then you can use it. Instead, better to go for Pravala Bhasma or Mukta Shukti Bhasma. Not Mukta Bhasma, Mukta Shukti Bhasma.
Sir, whether the single resolutions or the combination resolutions, which will you, how will you determine which one to go for?
Always Ayurveda is going for compounds, no? Ayurveda is not appreciated single drug therapy always, because the disease is developing with the complex form. Ama is there, Srotas is there, Agni is there, doshas are there, dhadus are there. So to address each of the components, Ayurveda made combinations of the drug.
So, sir, I am asking about the single resolutions or combination resolutions. That means simple Pravala Vasmam Rasasinduram or some Lakshmi Vilasarasam likewise.
Lakshmi Vilasarasam means so many ingredients are there now. Many ingredients are there. Go through the ingredients. Go through the ingredients and rationally think whether all these ingredients are essential for the particular patient. Then use it. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, come to plain our Bhasmas.
Yes, sir. Now invite Dr. Sagar Chiblat for his question. Dr. Sagar?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes.
I had a patient of primary tuberculosis, like a family history of where her husband, brother, and her husband, father had a case of tuberculosis. And like within 15 days, she had developed fever and cough. And on with HRCT scan, it had been proved as a primary tuberculosis. And with blood parameters, her HB is also even 8, sir. So like with how Raktavardhak can we treat with it?
First of all, control the fever with Amrita Arishta, Dashamula Arishta, Sudarsana Arishta like that.
Okay.
Then as far as the Rasaushadhas are concerned, start with Hemagarbha Potalirasa, at least for 2 weeks continuously. Then slowly reduce, steadily replace it with some other combinations of rasa like Siddhamakaradaja, Pravala Bhasma, Abhra Bhasma, Rajada Bhasma combination. Then slowly considering the Agni, start some Rasayana like Akasi Rasayana, Vasishta Rasayana, Brahma Rasayana, like that. Like that, slowly, see, we are treating all these patients not with a single formula.
Okay.
In Ayurveda, that is a speciality of Ayurveda. With different conditions, we have to change the medicines also. Slowly, we are dragging the patient from a normal phase, from the acute phase to normal phase. So in between, we have to change the formula depending upon his Agni, and Ahara is also very important there. Give some selective Ahara, and Patyakrama is also very important.
Like what Patya can be followed?
Means it should be light and easily digestive. So I told you the Ajat Shira is the best one here because it's very lekhu in nature.
Fine.
Can you give some enlightenment regarding the use of Dhumavartis, sir?
Use of?
Dhumavartis containing any metallic element.
Dhupa is specially indicated in some phases of Kasa, no? Kasa, protective cough. If the cuffs are blocking the pathways, then you can use some Dhupa. Like Manasila Dhupavarti is there, mentioned in Sarvayoga Chikitsa Ratnashtanga Hridaya. It's very good to remove the cough.
Hello, sir. Sir,
yes,
sir, it was a nice
Ragesh.
session. Yes, sir. Sir, it was a nice session, sir. Sir, I have a doubt that Actually, a 36-year-old female has came, sir. She's actually the topic is today is of respiratory disease. But actually, we have that Tridosha Hridroga was there, sir. At that time, her BP was very fluctuating when she has
We can
admitted.
take some other session for Hridroga next day.
No, sir. Actually,
Come
we
to
have
the topic.
Sir, we have used Hemagarbha Potali in that, sir.
Okay.
But after administering the Hemagarbha Potali, before that it was of 90/60, sir. The blood pressure was.
Okay.
After giving that, within 2 minutes, the blood pressure has been raised to 100 to 70, sir.
Okay.
So how, in which conditions can we give this?
100 to 70, it is increased.
Yes, sir. It is increased within 2 to 3 minutes of this, sir. Anupan, we have used Adraka Swarasa, sir.
Yes, that is what happening when you are giving Potali Kalpas. Potali Kalpas will give instant results. Means these are our critical area, how we can perform critical area in Ayurveda.
Okay, now thank you. I'm going to yes. Now I'm going to
another one is
Dr.
in Hridroga. In Hridroga, he can use Prabhagaravadi also. Prabhagaravadi is the best choice.
And with Dr. Bhavana for placing her question. Dr. Bhavana.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one question regarding lymphedema. So, patient after his chemotherapy, his lymph nodes were removed, and now he's developing edema in his extremities. So, when he does some kind of, he's taking some treatment of drainage of those lymph fluids, which gives edema. So, do we have any kind of combinations which can help to reduce the edema, sir? Especially post chemotherapy or cancer patients?
Yeah, here we have to try with the Navapashana Bhasma or Navapashana Kettu, if it's available.
Sir, what is it exactly?
Navapashana Kettu. It's a Potali Kalpa mentioned in Siddha system of medicine with 9 important drugs, starting with Rasa Gandhaka, Rasa Karpura, Savvira, Talaka, and Manashila, Gauri Pashana, Shankha Pashana. There's such 9 ingredients by which they are making Potali, and this Potali is using in this condition, getting good results in lung cancers.
Sir, I mean this will decrease the edema, drainage of the lymph will be better, sir?
Yes, this is the only thing coming to my mind when you are describing the stage of the patient.
Okay. Sir, this is a Siddha medicine you are saying, sir?
Yeah, Siddha medicine.
And can you please tell me which pharmacies are making this, because we don't use
it. Navapashana Kettu is not available in the market, I think. Not available in the market. Some traditional physicians are using that one, that's all.
So, sir, if I have to use in that patient, how do we do it? How can I?
Navapashana Sindhura is available by SKM Pharmacy, Salem. So you can try with that.
Okay. Okay, sir.
And sir, in the context of this question, sir, lung cancer is nowadays very common. Sir, can we consider this lung cancer? Can we bring it in the background of Shada and Shayagasa and treat it by using the same medication? So any other formulations you have to suggest?
Whenever the doshas are vitiating up to stage of Avarana and Tiryagati, at the same time, whenever the Ama dosha is coming to a stage of Vishujika and Visha, this combination creates the carcinoma. Suppose when the doshas of the Kamakashvasa condition, when it is increased because of the intensity of the causes, if the doshas are in Avarana stage and the Ama is developing into stage of Vishujika, Visha, we say it's lung cancer now, at present terminology. In Ayurveda, it's like that. So here to break the Avarana, we are in need of highly potent remedies with Visha. That's why we are going for arsenic combinations. And after relieving that stage, Avarana stage, when it's come to Kevalavadika form, you can use some other products which can give strength to the Vata and strength to the patient. Not before that. Before that, if you are giving Brahmana, it will go for wrong.
Okay, sir. Sir, another interesting question from Dr. Vishwanath is regarding the Aushadha Kalas in the usage of Rasaushadhis in respiratory diseases. How we can use the different Aushadha Kalas?
Same as how you are using herbal remedies. Yeah. Hitmatrit Shwasakasishu. Repeated doses are mentioned. Muhur Muhur Vishachardi Hitmatrit Shwasakasishu.
Sir, you have talked about the asthma, and Dr. Ashwini is asking about the management of cardiac asthma, if it is having relation with the cardiac system.
Yeah, always actually anatomically we are separating heart to lungs, but physiologically it is one unit. So mostly when the asthma patients are having some relation with the heart also. That's why the pulmonary edema is developing sometime. So the drugs mentioned for asthma also work for giving strength to the lungs, not only for lungs, but the heart also. So here you can use Prabhagaravati is one of the best choice for cardiac asthma. Along with other medicines. Okay, along with other medicines mentioned for asthma. Gaurochanati Gutika is best one.
Sir, in that context
best
also,
condition.
Sir, another disease which is very commonly presenting nowadays is this paroxysmal nocturnal dyspnea. Many patients are coming and telling that when they lie flat on sleeping, they will get severe attack of dyspnea and getting up from sleep, disturbed night sleep. Also, in that case also, sir, can we proceed with Prabhagaravati and other medications?
That is our Staulya. First of all, you have to go for Apatarpana. Correct the Staulya of that way. Mostly such people are heavy people, no? Staulya people. So in such condition, our Navayasa may be the best one. And like that, you have to reduce the body weight of that patient. Because of the Medo Vruddhi, Avarana is there. So remove that one. Then the snoring and everything will come down.
Okay, sir. And also, sir, regarding the use of drugs in throat infection, because throat infection, it will be recurring, especially in the case of children. So after having this
allergic, no? Allergic. No, first of all, you can tackle all these Rasa medicine, Tangana Basma, Rasa Sindhura, Pravala Basma combination. Then go for Shita Pitta treatment, like Amrita Rajanyadi Kashayam, Guluchyadi Kashayam, Shita Pitta Shamana, and Virechana Vita Vipatti, and then Loha Basma. Why I am stressing Loha Basma? Because Loha Basma, you know, in our Haridra Khanda, Loha Basma is one of the ingredients. Why in Haridra Basma, Haridra Khanda Loha Basma is put? Because it's working better in Shita Pitta condition.
So one question is regarding the use
according
of
to our Kerala tradition, you will give. Pardon?
Sir, one question is regarding Kasturi Kalpa Rasayana also. Kasturi Kalpa Rasayana.
It's a wonderful drug, of course, but we don't know what it is actually. Because it is a pattern medicine.
Yes.
We are using, profusely I'm using the Kasturi Kalpa Rasayana. But we don't know what is actually it is. Thinking that it is nothing but Kasturi, we are using in different conditions. Kasturi is not available nowadays, so we are using Kasturi Kalpa Rasayana. Of course, it's a wonderful drug, but we don't know. Only NN Sen can say something about it.
Sir, shall I ask one question, sir?
Please.
You were talking about Loha Basma, its usage in such conditions.
Yeah.
Nowadays, in many combinations for anemia, etc., we are using Kasisa Basma, Sinduram instead.
Yeah.
So, is it having the same effect in respiratory conditions or different?
Different. Because we have Kasisa, we have Gairika, we have Kandaloha, we have Loha, we have Mandura, we have Mundaloha. All these things are nothing but the minerals and combinations of iron. But it has different thermodynamic action in the body.
So is Kasisa Basma having an effect in respiratory conditions?
Yes, Kasisa means a combination of Loha plus sulfur.
Yeah.
So for a sulfate. So sulfur action is there.
Dr. Ahmad Savani from Gujarat is asking one question, sir. Which method or reference you are following for the preparation of Rajata Basma, and how many puda does it take?
I am following for Rajata Basma, I am following Siddha methodology. Agastya Vaidya, that's a reference. It will take around 20 putas for the preparation of Rajata Basma.
So he's asking about its use in bronchitis, sir.
Yes.
Bronchitis.
Yeah, I mentioned it like that only.
Yes. Sir, and also, sir, regarding the Siddha tradition, now you are exploring. Now it is coming to for the first time. I was astonished to hear about the use of this muppu, sir. Muppu and some combinations which are coming from earth like that.
Yes.
Can you briefly describe for our
Uppu means three, is a form of preparation prepared out of three uppu. Uppu means salt, three salt. One salt is Poonire, it's called Poonir Uppu. In Sanskrit, it's called Chandrajala. Rasarnava is describing as Chandrajala. One full chapter is mentioned by Rasarnava, form of Chandrajala. In Tamil, it is called Poonire. Poo means in Chandra in Tamil. Neere means Jala, Poonire. It is available in some part of the Tamil Nadu. Not only Tamil Nadu, many parts it's available in seashore. Actually, the full moon day, it's coming upward in the form of a spring tide. Now it's coming from the floor, and along with the moon, it will fall down. So before falling, should be collected, and it will be with the mud, so that will be cleaned well, and that is Poonire. Then Vediyuppa, then Kalluppa. So many types of muppus are there. Then another Kalluppu is there. Kalluppu that we have to develop. We have to collect some limestone like that and go for puta and incinerate it and mix it with water and keep it some time so that some uppu will come floating the upper part of the pot, collect it. And these three uppus mixed with the mercury, Savvira, Sakarpura like that. It's a very long-standing procedure to prepare Muppu Basma. Muppu Mudindavan Muttu, Tamil says. Muppu Mudindavan Muttu. Muttu, pearl. Pearl is too costly. Now Hyderabad pearl is too cheap. Per kg, it will cost only 5,000 rupees. It is cultured pearl. But if you got one pearl which is natural, and if it is certified from the laboratory that is natural pearl, the cost is how much you say that is the cost of that pearl. It's a natural pearl. Like that, Muppu is a muttu. Only very rare people can prepare Muppu. If you can prepare Muppu, you can go for Lohavada and for Dehavada also. Very easily you can prepare all the basmas. If you put Muppu into gold, I told you that to prepare Rajata Basma, it will take 20 puta. So if you have Muppu, take a metal plate of Rajata. There is no need of Shodhana even. Just smear the Uppu in that one. Go for one puta. Within one puta, single puta, you will get very good Nirutha form of Rajata Basma. That is a simple narration about Muppu. And this Muppu is some form of Rasabasma, I think.
Okay, sir. And also, sir, one another combination which we now hear is about the Melugus. Siddhamagaradoja. Sorry, sir. different Meligu combinations which are available in Siddha tradition, sir.
Yeah.
Can you please throw you some light on that?
Meligu combination. Yeah, Iddi Valladi Meligu, Valladi Meligu, Rasagandhi Meligu, Kanaka Meligu. So many Meligus are. These are only Khalwa preparation, Khalwa Rasayana only. But along with that, to make it in the form of wax, they will add some honey sometimes some oil, sometimes some jaggery. In Rasagandhi Meligu, we are adding, in Valladi Meligu, we are adding jaggery into that one. And with grinding or beating, pounding, we are changing the form into form of wax. Meligu means wax. That's a Meligu Kalpana of Siddha system. Kanakalinga Karpura Meligu is there. So many types of Meligu.
So one question is regarding the use of Rasaushadhis in chest pain, sir, especially which is related to this non-cardiac type of chest pain, costochondritis and some flank pain, etc. Pleuritic pain is also there, sir.
So what we mentioned, what we described, all these things will relieve that pain also. There is no separate drugs are necessary for that. Along with that, you can go for some local massage also, like as I told you earlier, Lakshadi Taila or Dhanandaram Taila, Balashwagandhadi Taila. Parshashula is a special topic now. It's coming. It's one of the complication of Rajyeshma, Parshashula. Shringa Bhasma is specially indicated for Parshashula.
Shringa Bhasma, okay.
Yeah, but now Shringa Bhasma is not available. So what to do?
And also, sir, there is some questions which are pointing towards the use of Rasaushadhis when the patients are having dependent allopathic medicines, whether they will react or not, sir. It's any such experiences with you? If you are going for Rasaushadhis,
I have no such experience by which our Rasa medicines are interacting with allopathic medicine. So better to keep at least 1 hour gap. That is this usually I'm giving the advice to my patients. Keep at least half an hour. Within half an hour, you can give that one. I mean, after keeping to half an hour, you can give home medicine. No problem.
And one more question is regarding the use of Kaphaketu Rasam, sir. Kaphaketu Rasam specifically now it's available.
Kaphaketu Rasam is in productive cough. Asthmatic conditions, you can use Kaphaketu Rasam. In Kabhaja Shwasa, especially. Now the kapha is blocking the windpipe now. At that time, you can use it. Kaphaketu Rasa. Kaphaketu Rasa, Brihat Kaphaketu Rasa. Mostly the common combination like this other medicines. Shasa Kutha Rasa, mostly the same combination.
Sir, a few questions also remain regarding the use of Shadabudi or Sahasrabudi Abragavasma, which to be used in which condition?
Oh, when you are going for Shataputi and Sahasraputi, it's a Kalpa stage of medicine. Kalpa means Rasayana. So after curing the disease, you can use that one. One condition. After curing the disease, for giving Rasayana effect, how we are giving some Ghritas, no? After curing the disease, Kalyanaya Ghrita, Sukumara Ghrita, that we are giving after curing the disease as a prophylaxis for the rejuvenation. In such conditions, you can use Shataputi, Sahasraputi, Abrabhasma. One condition. Another condition, very complicated situation, like in Sannyasa condition, Moksha, Madha condition, because this will be mostly absorbable, even it will absorb from the tongue. So, in that condition, you can use that one. Two conditions. Sahasrapudi is impossible to prepare now. Shataputi is okay.
Sir, one question from Dr. Bodula Kishan, and he is asking about a specific patient who is having rectal cancer but having secondaries in lung. So, any management changes will happen in our approach?
No, nothing. Same management.
Any totally medicines for that actually for reducing the lymph node and size in the tumor? second race tumor.
In lung you mean?
Yeah, actually rectal cancer, sir, but secondary is developed in lungs, sir.
Yeah. There, Navapashana Kettu is the only one remedy which I found effective in lung cancers. And yes, in tumors, that's essential.
That is available in markets or not?
Navapashana Sindura is available with SKM.
Sir, one question is regarding the preparation of Magaradwaja, wherein the Suvarna Sindur, Dr. Ahmad is asking, Suvarna Sindur, we know some gold in ppm do arrive in Kandastha Suvarna Sindur, but there are some traditions from Maharashtra who claim that it should have 40% gold in the Kandastha Sindur, which we haven't observed it. What is your experience, sir? He is asking. Dr. Ahmad Sawant.
I didn't observe 40% of gold in the Kandastha Sindura. In my experience, I got some ppm level presentation of gold, of course, in my Siddha Magaradwaja preparation, but not percentage wise.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, and also one more question regarding this Vasanta Kusumagar Rasam, the use of Vasanta Kusumagar Rasam.
In Pramehadhikara, it's mentioned in Pramehadhikara, Vasanta Kusumakara.
Not related here, sir.
Not related here.
Okay. Sir, and our chair of this session, Dr. Ramanathan, sir, he has got some trouble regarding net connection. Now he has asked me to raise one question regarding the sources of this metallic element, sir. For example, mercury, from where it is available, where it is being currently sourced. Likewise, good sources, where it is.
That's a problem nowadays. No? India signed in this Minamata resolution of WHO, World Health Organization. It's signed by about 150 countries all over the world. So the importing of mercurials are restricted. They want to ban the use of complete ban of mercury within a few years. That's why they stopped the use of mercury thermometer, mercury sphygmomanometer, wherever it is possible. So that is affecting our pharmacies also. That's a hot issue nowadays in the Ayurvedic pharmacy field. So we are demanding that when we are using mercury, we are not getting side effects, and we are using inorganic compounds of mercury. Inorganic compounds are mercury is very safe to use. Minamata Diester developed by organic compounds of mercury, not inorganic compound of mercury. And further studies, we published some works also. It's a combined work of Kottakkal Ayurvedishala with some Bhabha Atomic Research Center. They published the paper about the safety and efficacy of Rasasindura in international journal. You can see that also. So, of course, we have very limited publication regarding the safety and efficacy of rasa preparations. So, I think AYUSH will come forward for further studies in recently. It's in combined study with the modern research centers, so that we can generate the data that our preparation is more safe to use in the prescribed dose. So nowadays, the rate of the mercury is increased like anything. 6 months back, per kg rate of mercury was only 2,500. Now it's came up to 12,000 rupees per kg. You think about it. Now Rasasindura is not available in the market. Siddha Magaradwaja is not available in the market. We are not in a state to prepare all these things. How to prepare? Because the rate is multiplied 6 times. So discussions are going on how to tackle all these situations from different angles.
Okay, sir. The last question of this session is regarding what is your advice regarding how to develop a rasa-based practice to a young practitioner who is now coming to the field? how he has to work up to gain knowledge in Rasa Shastra?
First of all, study thoroughly about the Rasaratna Samuchaya, 30 chapters. 30 chapters is essentially, not only 11 chapters of Rasaratna Samuchaya. 30 chapters are necessary. Then practice and go to a very good physician who is practicing with the Rasa medicine and experience yourself how the Rasa medicines are prescribing, at which state of the condition Rasa medicines are using, when he is withdrawing that medicine and switch over into herbal therapy, how it is preparing, what are the ingredients, how the purifications of that's going on, how to fix the dose, how to fix the media. Just the change of media will make a drastic change in pharmacodynamics in the Rasa preparations. That's a wonderful nature of Rasa medicines. I told you, I specifically mentioned here, Vanga Basma with the pepper powder only will give you good results in asthma. Merely if you give only Vanga Basma, it won't make you that much result. So pepper powder is very important there. Like that. That is the only way now. But nowadays, not like our era, most of the institutions are well versed with the Rasa departments all over India now. So students are getting more opportunity to study Rasa medicines from the academy itself now. That should be, it's not enough. That should be improved well. Then only we have to make a bridge between the tradition and the academy, and to aspirate the knowledge from the academy to the academy, and there should be stories for the future generation properly. Story means not the literary documentation is not sufficient. Some other form of documentation should be there by which we can document even the practical application of Rasa, practical preparation of Rasa, video documentation or something like that. That's the only way to propagate Rasa medicine. It's the way you can start the Rasa treatment, I think.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is a very inspiring session. I think many of our participants are young doctors who are having their practice in the budding stage and using such a spectrum of Rasa medicines. And also, I think now almost all the medicines are available throughout India. And now we can start using these medicines after proper going through the literature and proper study. So you have given us, you have thrown a good lot of light on the usage of Rasa preparations in the respiratory spectrum. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sparing your valuable time with us, sir. So this session is now going to be concluded. Let us start studying Rasa preparations or Rasa Shastra in detail with a lot of ambition, a lot of vision, a lot of passion, so that we can put in practice what we have learned today in the respiratory spectrum. And we know that day by day, new variants are coming up. One question was there regarding if new variant of COVID is coming, what we should do. Whatever variants may come, let us use this Shastra, this potential element which has been given to us by the great Acharyas. So for any advice, anything, Acharyas like Shashikumar sir is available now, and we can have their advice and then give these medicines, and we can put in the correct usage of these medicines. We have now just now gone into the details of Shastra only in respiratory spectrum. I know very well that many potentials are hidden there in many different areas. So all those areas needs to be unearthed. So saying this and seeking blessings of Shashikumar sir and all great Acharyas, let me conclude this session. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you all the audience who have assembled here to have this session. And all your discussions had made this session very wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Nagesh Cheeran, and all the delegates. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.